We're going to be starting the products and platforms panel in just a few moments here, about 2 minutes or so, and we'll go. Okay. All right, I think we're going to begin. So welcome to the products and platforms panel here. I'd like to start out with this panel by saying thank you to the organizers here, Shift Forex, Forex Magnets, Conversion Pros, and to all the sponsors here. We're all very happy to be here, and so congratulations on putting on what seems to be a great event. So thank you very much. And with that being said, I'm going to start with a couple of introductions. You can see we have a full panel. There's 7 of us, 7 panelists and myself. I'm Stephen Leahy. I'll be moderating. My firm is called oneZero Financial Systems. oneZero Financial Systems, we are a software company. We make order management systems for brokers and money managers around the globe. Our firm services the largest of brokers out there and startups as well. We are not a broker, we're not a liquidity provider, but merely an independent technology solutions company. And with that being said, more importantly than me, I'd like each of the panelists to take a moment to introduce themselves and their firms. Yosef?
Good afternoon. My name is Yosef Kaplan. I represent an organization called Leverate Technology. We focus on providing full end-to-end solutions for FX brokers that trade CFDs and FX instruments. Our main innovation and platform is called Cyrix. We're more than happy to take a few moments and show it to you. Our primary focus is to understand the needs of the FX brokers globally and to innovate customizable, scalable solutions to allow you to grow your business and benefit in each of your unique, customizable markets.
Hi. Hello. Now you hear me? All right. I am Niels Vahman. I am representing SpotOption here today. SpotOption is a binary option platform provider. We are also one of the leading innovators within binary options. So we have around 200 platforms around the world operated by us on the brokers at different places, both via FX companies that take the platform as a secondary product, but also binary option brokers that has this as a main product.
My name is Ilya Sorokin. I'm CEO of Act Forex. We've been providing independent trading technology to brokerages since 2000. We offer a multi-asset platform which fully brandable by our licensees. We had the privilege of providing platforms initially to such a companies as FXIC and FX Solutions and many others. And we continue to innovate our products as the market evolves, and we continue to add different instruments. We just, people were talking about Bitcoin, so we offer Bitcoins on our platform. So we try to satisfy our customers' needs and make sure that they can offer the products and services that benefit them.
Hello everybody, my name is Jakub Zablocki. I'm a managing director of X-Open Hub, the first truly open trading platform. What we're trying to do is to introduce Google's Android open philosophy into Forex and CFDs trading. So we want to be as flexible, as open for all kind of the brokers, liquidity providers, solution providers as possible, because we believe this is the only way, the only direction the technology and the platform should develop in future.
My name is Travis Dahm. I'm with Current Desk. We build software for brokers. Our goal is to focus on platform independent solutions that give the brokers the most flexibility possible, as well as software that is designed from an efficiency perspective, giving brokers the ability to reallocate, restructure their corporate clients, to restructure their their corporate structure, restructuring so that salespeople they can focus more on sales versus back office, giving them the ability to turn those employees from a cost burden to a revenue generating position. So that's what we do.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Moses Varela. I'm representing Think Forex. We're an Australian-based financial service company, the only broker up here. So interesting enough. So obviously we're a brokerage that offers the standard MetaTrader 4 platforms and other platforms as well. And you know, obviously we're up here to talk about platforms. So come by, stop by the booth. We'd love to give you guys a demo and work with plenty of money managers, IBs across the world.
Hi, my name is Ofri Noier. I'm with Tradologic. What we do is a software provider for binary options. One of our main focuses is developing and enabling easy integration into legacy or traditional FX operators, whereas we try to enable cross-sale and new marketing methods into the binary, allowing FX operator a wider marketing expansion and an easy cross-sale where having a wider range of players and a much higher lifetime value. Thank you.
Great, so thank you everyone for the introductions. And you'll note that we are a little bit shy on microphones, so our team down the end there is going to share. But as far as this panel goes, our goal here, I should say, the good news is that's it for the sales pitches. We're done with our sales pitch. That's the intro of the sales pitch, all right? Our goal up here is to have a discussion about products and platforms specific to the Latin American region. Hopefully we have an interesting discussion up here that helps those of you who are market participants down here in Latin America help fuel the growth of this industry in this new target regional market. So with that being said, I'd like to start off by talking about products. As noted, this panel is called Products and Platforms. We're going to focus a little bit on products at first here. And so traditionally, the products, I dare say this industry started out what I call the margin trading products world. Really started as FX, CFDs were added, and then in the last few years, binary options have had a huge run and certainly are having a powerful impact on the margin trading product industry. So with that being said, I'm going to toss it out to the panelists here and ask, with regards to the actual products, again, and I think of them as FX or CFDs or binary options, anything specific about attacking the Latin American region, anything different you need to do as far as packaging these products, any new products? There was a gentleman at an earlier panel who asked about some almost a cross-regional currency pairs here. And so I'd like to put it out there for anyone to take it first, and maybe even Yosef, I may ask you to start. Any thoughts on anything specific product-wise as Leverate takes a look at the Latin American market?
Sure. It's a very important question. I think that if it dovetails in perfectly to a point that was raised from the earlier panel about Latin America, and I think every single member of the FX brokerage really summed it up perfectly. Flexibility and customization. The platform or the product, in order for technology to succeed, must be flexible. Someone earlier mentioned something with the word open, an open environment. And I think we see that in other technologies, and it will be true for FX and CFDs as well. Being able to understand each market within Latin America, some are going to be more mature or more advanced, and others are quickly coming up to speed. In order to succeed in the market, you need to be able to provide a solution that is open and friendly for a novice, as well as someone who wants to be able to have their own programming or an application store. And you need to be able to do it in a way that helps the brokers on education as well. So it's really being able to bring in all of these variables on technology, develop them quick, deploy them, listen to the customer, and very quickly innovate.
As far as listening to the customer, what about the customer that says to you, you know what, I'd like to find a way to offer Brazilian real versus Chilean peso, though they're both NDFs, from some of the technology providers, maybe Jakub. Can brokerage firms create their own pricing pairs via your technology?
Yeah, of course they can create their own pricing pairs, but they need to have the feed and also the liquidity behind to hedge their exposure with these currencies. And I think it's the very good point because especially in Chile, it's very difficult to get the liquidity, for example, for Chilean peso. Not, it is available in the forms of some NDFs, but for so-called rolling spot, it's not so easy to get. So for sure, this is where local banks could provide this liquidity, or other liquidity providers could try to do this. So, okay, you can provide the pricing for this, but the question is from where you will take this price. Secondly, do you have liquidity providers to hedge your exposure? Secondly, as for technology, if I may, to add to Yosef, to be more concrete, I think the Latin American market is quite at the first stage of development, and there are a lot of IBs and a lot of asset managers here. So as for technology, for sure, technology which supports all type of IBs and asset managers like MAM accounts is very, very important here.
And for the binary options side, binary options have had obviously a tremendous growth run. Anything different, special about this marketplace as you would go into it, and for the clients that you see, the brokerage firms, the actual flow that is coming across, anything different, new or unique about Latin American clients and flow?
I think we, in the first panel, were speaking a lot about education of clients. And this is where binary options comes in as a very easy and access to, for the investor, access to the markets in a very simplified way. And this can be one method of educating clients in getting their thinking into investing and potentially moving on to other asset classes. So binary options is the easy way for newcomers to investing to invest their money.
I'd like to add here something to address it from 2 points of views. One, I think one of the major problems today in the Latin America market is processing and payment method. One of the things that we do at Tradologic, we do support from a technology perspective different methods to overcome this problem, such as multi-level marketing, or what we know from the Asian market as agent system. And this is one way that we invest a lot of time and effort to allow operators to be able to work here and overcome processing issues. The second thing that you've discussed here is currency pairs and so on. I think from the binary perspective, where there is no actual leveraging within the product, it's much easier to solve this kind of issues because we're looking at a fixed odds product in a way. And one of the things that we are doing, we are constantly inventing features and sort of investing options or trading options that do allow you to address these kinds of assets in terms of currency or even stocks that are more relevant to the market.
And just to clarify, on the binary side, you can create a binary option off of anything you've got, any product you've got a price stream on, CFDs, commodity-based CFDs, spot, right? A binary price can be made by any incoming price stream. Is that correct, guys?
That's correct. At the same time, we have the same issues as with the FX product or any other product, that hedging, we need to be able to hedge our positions either via other clients trading the same product, and at the same time, since there's less liquidity in the products, we also face the same issues as FX world would face in a smaller product.
Billy, you had something to add?
Yeah, basically one of the things that also you have to look at is the use of mobile technology in Latin America, because in some of the Latin American countries, there are maybe 20 smartphones for every desktop as far as users are concerned. And so the mobile ability to have almost a standalone mobile environment for trading as a trading environment is quite critical, and some of the ability to attract customers. You have to simplify your applications, make them portable using mobile devices, and that can also bring a significant growth in terms of customer acquisition.
Some may have seen me turn the page. Ilya jumped ahead on me there, but I think we're good that we're going there. And I know that Moses has something to comment on it.
From a broker's perspective, in regards to platforms, I think scalability is what we're all kind of talking about here, and mobile being another medium, and having a platform that's scalable to support binaries and you know, Bitcoins and all these exotic currency pairs is going to be a key. And with Latin America being an emerging market, I think it's a lot of opportunity for platform providers to come and fill that void. So that's kind of where I'm.
Kind of on that, just out of curiosity, there's 5 platform development firms up here. Mobile versus desktop. As you guys have all made new platforms and introduced new platforms in the last few years. As you and your development teams think about platforms, is it mobile first and then I'll make a desktop? What's the priority? Where do you go ahead, Jakub?
So definitely mobile trading, it's a must-have feature, must-have apps in the whole platform if you provide the platform. I just came back from Asia, from Hong Kong, Singapore, and I really tried, but I couldn't find any single person using old type Nokia or Ericsson phone. Everybody's using smartphones there. So definitely this is the way where the trading is going. But I think still desktop platforms are moving now to the web browsed platforms, but I think the next step is mobile. At the moment still clients use mobiles more to see the prices, see the open positions or close the position in terms of the emergency, but first platform is still desktop or web-based platform.
I would agree. I would only add here that I think today we can refer to the web as an acquisition channel, whereas the mobile is more of a retention tool, meaning you must have both. Most of the acquisition is still done through the internet, whereas you still have to allow or offer the end user the mobile application or HTML5 in order to keep him retained to the product and able to address it wherever he is.
Just 1 second. But what we see, more and more clients every month are executing trades through mobile devices. So the trend is obvious.
For the binary world, it's definitely a must, and the UI for a mobile device in the binary universe is just fantastic, because we don't have all the variables you need to think about. We have basically 4 variables you have to think about before doing an investment. And so it's so much easier. So we see a different intake on this one. We even have a lot of the platforms or the brokers using even the mobile acquisition channel. So it's a very strong point for us, the mobile.
Yosef?
I think that there's a key variable here, and Stephen, we discussed this earlier. The difference between understanding your technology and the platform that you're going to use from a standpoint of checking the box, correct? I need to have web, I need to have mobile, I need to have tablet. Okay, I checked all my boxes, now let me go back to my business. I think that's key to understand the difference between checking the box versus ROI. Checking the box or innovation. Understanding the power of what will my mobile and what will my tablet and what will my web platform bring to me? What will be the added value? And I think that when we look at the environment of web and mobile, it has to be more a function of innovation. Will I see incremental pop in my brand loyalty? Is my web application branded for me? When they go to the Google Play or the Apple App Store, are they looking for a different name or are they looking for my name? Is it something that I will actually be able to get added value from? That's what both the FX brokers are looking for in the future, as far as understanding that, yes, web, mobile, tablet's necessary, but I want to understand how this innovation and technology will add value.
So this is actually going to point me down the path of Travis over there. And sticking with the products part of this panel, I'm going to start going to CRM software, kind of the back-end engine that, as Travis mentioned in his kind of introduction, can really change the metrics of a business. And so the question that I have for the panel and a discussion point is, as far as doing a customer relationship management software, which traditionally had just been as you go out and speak to clients and try to find clients and retain them, now there's much more sophisticated engines to process payments, to do online accounts and applications. Travis's firm certainly makes that for a living, but everyone here's got a vested interest in CRM software. And maybe I don't even have the right term, CRM, maybe that's antiquated. But the real question that I have for you is, as far as doing some sort of online onboarding and online payment system, two questions if I may. One, outsource it to a third-party specialist or create it in-house? And then two, does it create any know your customer issues for those entities in regulated markets? Is it going to cause a problem if I can go online, pretend I'm someone else, send you some fake application information, and all of a sudden you light up an account for me? So those are my two questions, in-house or external, and then does it cause any sort of regulatory issues?
Well, of course I'm going to say external, because I want you to outsource it to me, right? But the reality of it is you have to decide from a broker's perspective, are you going to be a software company or are you going to be a broker? If you're going to be a broker, then there's a lot of companies out there that do a lot better when it comes to software. If you're going to be a software company, then do it in-house. The problem with doing it in-house is you've got a company like ours that is developing a CRM with the entire suite for the broker, and we're always going to be ahead. We're always going to be moving forward. So if you're a broker building your own system in-house, you need to make sure that you have a team that can continually develop it, continue to keep it cutting edge, and continually keep it moving forward, because if not, you're going to continually be behind, and you're going to be trying to catch up the entire time.
There may be some others who would disagree with you. Gentlemen?
Yeah, I think that at some point you develop a certain level of expertise in certain things, and you realize that you cannot be everything to everybody. So, you try to integrate, obviously, best-of-breed products into your platform as a third-party products, and CRM is one of those. Obviously, every platform represented here has their own back office that, is sufficient to manage the activity within their platform, but nevertheless, there's a multitude of CRM products out there, and that multitude increases as you start going into different regions. And very possibly there is a very popular CRM product in Latin America that really have not found its way elsewhere. And so when we go to a customer, a lot of times they already have something in-house, and so instead of offering them another CRM, if they have something that our Salesforce is already using, we just integrate into our platform. Or if they don't have something, then we can offer them a choice of different products, and it could be in your product. But and that's where we deal with the CRM on our end.
In our world, we chose to be very flexible. We have a CRM which we're developing constantly, which the client can take. At the same time, we also acknowledge that clients that do have their own CRMs and they need APIs for these CRMs, so we need to be flexible in the two ways. I do agree with the panelist over here that the CRM is basically the most important thing in the future to conquer clients, because the competition is very, very fierce, and it's in the business intelligence side of the CRM that you will conquer and you will survive. So that's why we are spending a lot of time, a lot of developers on our CRMs, making sure our brokers, they are on the forefront. But at the same time, you can always do more.
Interesting to note the most important thing, Niels. I heard you there. I'm not letting that go. All right. Anyone else on the subject, Jakub?
So I think that there is outsourcing or taking something which is integrated is always a dilemma between how much money, how much time and devotion you have for this integration. So our approach is to, from one side, give a complete integrated A to Z solution, but on the other hand, we always open for somebody else. If somebody else can do something better than us, for example, you with your CRM or Salesforce or somebody else, yes, it has to be open for the integration, but decision should be on the broker side, which solution suits them best. And I think, Ilya, I agree with you.
The key dynamic is this. Everyone on this panel is focused on technology, correct? We're focused on technology. You in the audience, you're running the business. You are the FX brokers. So I would turn the question to you. The question is, what do you want to focus on your business? Where do you see your unique value that you're going to, extend and grow your business? And once you understand your objectives and your goals, then you know how to proceed. Someone here mentioned about trying to be an expert at everything, and that really does focus in on it. If you're coming from an introducing broker background and your expertise is driving online traffic, then you want to continue focusing on develop that unique value and the way that you can exponentially grow your business. So you're going to partner with someone that has an integrated CRM that is focused on the benefits and understandings of what an FX broker needs, all the sensitivities, all the tweaking. Yes, there are many providers out there that provide off-the-shelf CRM services that you can pay a nominal fee for. But believe me, you're going to pay significantly in your business operations because those CRMs are not customized to your workflow. So it all comes back to understanding your workflow and your goals and objectives. And that's where you're going to be able to see the true return on investment from the decision that you make as far as where you see your business going in 6, 9, 18 months and forward.
Travis?
Yeah, and I would also say that to expand a little bit on what Yosef said, obviously, as a broker, your focus has to be sales, right? Because that's what generates revenue. And so if you're spending majority of your time trying to build a piece of software, build a trading platform, build a CRM, you're going to be focused on that, and you're going to get distracted from sales, which is what makes money at the end of the day. You have to have sales. You have to have people pushing, making phone calls, bringing new clients on board. So, and then one other point I was going to make also is we push for a platform-independent solution. So every one of these gentlemen up here and ladies have some sort of platform. We've got options, we've got mobile traders, we've got solutions, and your clients in the end of the day will decide what platform they want to trade on. And they're going to pressure you. I want an options platform. I want a mobile platform. And so giving you the ability to have the most flexibility, it's good to have a CRM that gives you flexibility to be able to choose which platforms you want to connect to, so you can offer a slew of platforms, every one of these platforms up here to your clients. And then you asked about KYCs. I wanted to circle back to that.
Thank you.
So KYC management, any CRM that you're using, it relies on the broker themselves at the end of the day to make sure they're managing and processing KYCs properly. If a client's opening an account and you're just approving their account, lending them some funds without verifying their identity, verifying the address, well, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how elaborate the CRM is. If you're not doing the proper KYC AML protocols, well, then it falls on the broker at the end of the day. Most CRMs have some capability to manage it. It depends on your specific processes of the broker on how you actually handle it.
Thank you all for the answers. I'm going to move on to one next subject matter here, and then we're going to open up to some questions from the audience. And so that's going to be social trading, right? Social trading, everyone's kind of sort of got to have it. Any thoughts specifically on Latin America? And the question I would dare say is, for those of you that offer social trading software that you make or that Moses, as you offer as a broker, do you see global collaboration between the users of your social trading software, or is it regional? And if it's regional, maybe that's a great thing for this Latin American market. So comments, thoughts?
Okay, maybe I start with this. Because we have social trading functionality in the platform, but honestly, and being very honest with you, I was surprised that it's not as heavily used as I thought. So so maybe it's something a bit against me, but functions like MAM accounts, IB systems are much more used than the social trading itself. Do social trading providers or signal providers, followers cooperate with each other? I don't think so, honestly. Clients are very simple. They just want to find the best signal provider who is the most profitable and just follow what he's doing. And simply they do not care about any internal cooperation. This is what I see.
From our standpoint, when we talk about Cyric Social and the power of Cyric Social, we've, I think 2 months ago, launched the multi-wide community. Basically what that means, to answer your question, is the community is now global. Just think about it for a second. Everyone here is aware of a platform called Facebook or LinkedIn, right? You either use Facebook or you know someone who's using Facebook or LinkedIn. Think about the fact of how addictive that platform is. Think about the job that you all are doing, the money that you're spending in your marketing and sales efforts. Think about it from a standpoint of time and energy on retention. The ability to leverage a global community so that investors in developing markets who start to follow and have a certain affinity for trading gold or trading oil. They don't understand the depth of the dynamics, but they understand that it's attractive. And they go in and they find a group of people that they like to follow that are experts in trading gold or oil, and they start to follow them. And then as they follow them, they begin to copy them. Right away, you've now created for your business an addictive process where those traders who are novices, who are beginning, are going to be going into the platform 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day. They want to see what their copy, what their follow, what their leaders are doing. And when they're in there, the odds are favored that they're going to start getting comfortable because they'll see that they start progressing and they'll start putting on more trades. What does this mean to you, the FX broker? This means more sales, more revenue, more volume. So the answer is social is key for the future, but global social, communal social, true social, that will allow you, the FX broker, to see the benefit and to see the ROI.
So then let me follow up with a question, Yosef. So do I understand it correct that brokerage A and brokerage B, who are both using the Leverate software, they may both, their traders may be sharing a social network as they discuss each other? Any fears of cross-pollination and you know, broker A is stealing clients from broker B because they're out there in the social room there? Any issue?
Very, very important question. So the first question that you asked about broker A and broker B, the answer is yes. As I mentioned, it is a global community. I think as of last month's meeting, we have over 70,000 users on the Syrex platform.
Moses, you want your hard-fought clients talking to your
Wait,
clients?
we didn't get to the second part yet. Hold on. You get the leverage of those 70,000 users, but because Leverate and Syrex were not an FX broker, we only provide an avatar and a nickname. That's it. There's no other information. All of our analytics, all the due diligence that your traders get to do are percentage-based. So they do not know the trading terms of each trader. They do not see the dollar value of the account. We take confidentiality very, very seriously, and we guard that simply because we want that 70,000 community to grow to 140,000. And the way you do that is by providing the FX brokers the understanding that they get to benefit from the community, but safeguard their trusted information. Syrex Social is a platform that basically, when someone understands the power of it, after 2-3 months, the numbers speak for themselves. And we're very happy that, you know, our partner with Google Analytics shows the FX broker an instantaneous ROI, and that really is the power.
You putting your clients on there, Moses?
Not yet. Now, I think it's multifaceted. I think what you have with social, it's in its infancy. I believe there is a front end to it where you can go global, where you can show prospective clients the power, the many people on it. But at the end of the day, you know, I think what you have in regards to region, I think it almost comes down to building social communities within the brand and taking that logic and then putting it into more of a client area and building social in that capacity with a front component. But, you know, so it's kind of as you know, you mentioned a touchy subject because, you know, in some cases I believe companies have done that where, you know, you basically join, I believe, FX Stat and a few of these where you can join the network and, you know, you can be displayed along with that. But ideally I see more brokers taking social and using it as a, you know, 2-3 prong approach and say, okay, well, globally this is how we'll market it, this is how the front end will look, but ideally we'll end up building out communities within the brokerage. And I think that's where brokers are going to end up shifting to.
But I want to add something. Jakub mentioned a very critical point before about managed accounts, okay? This is very important for this panel. It's very important for you. It's also very important for the regulators as well. Understanding the difference between an investment advisor and social, okay? True social is an open environment where you are empowering your traders and your users to do their homework and to be the ones that are in control of their money. It's not that the FX broker or someone else is saying, well, we give our good housekeeping seal of approval to these 20 guys, and you can follow one of these 20 traders. That's not social. That means that you're an investment advisor, and you're playing in a very, very dangerous place as an FX broker. When you leverage true social, you are empowering the technology to allow your traders the ability to do their own homework and make their own decisions and benefit from it. And that's the critical difference as far as understanding managed accounts or communities. In Latin America, there will be certain geographies or sensitivities around instruments that make sense. The empowerment to allow an FX broker to create an attractive front end that focuses on gold or oil that resonates with their country or with their culture is great. And having the technology that allows that flexibility will show you all the return on investment very quickly.
Okay, so I've got one more question specific to the panel, then we're going to open up for some actual questions, and I'm going to start with a specific question to the audience. But as a final question to the panel here, specifically the platform providers, as you look to target the Latin American region, is there any level of marketing support, or client demand that you guys focus on the end user to get to pick your platform or his platform or her platform? Or do you leave that all to the broker, and your value proposition to the broker is, here's my platform, you've got to go find the clients? Is there anyone out there who is trying to help generate demand for your specific product? Looks like Ofri's got something to say.
I think in general, and mainly specifically to the Latin America market, one of the things that we do is, as Joseph said earlier, we listen to our clients and we get the customization demands from them. And I think in terms of marketing and in terms of customization over the platform, how we should look, what features should it take in a higher level and so on, we listen to our clients and we create the platforms according to their knowledge. But in general, I think the clients or the operators, in the end of the day, they will have a much better knowledge than us, the software providers, and they should lead the way in terms of customization and in terms of presentation of the product. We will then follow with the development, of course, and with the technology providing.
Go ahead, Ilya.
Basically, on the platform side, what you want to do is to give your customer an ability to brand themselves, because there is only so many ways you can differentiate yourself from the broker, from another broker. So the platform should present an opportunity to differentiate yourself from somebody who is competing with you. So in that regards, it should have a multitude of features that you can customize that are uniquely yours. You should be able to integrate into a platform various products and add-on services that you feel you're comfortable with. The same, coming back to social, there are a number of products out there which are quite successful, such as Mirror Trader or Zulu Trader. So if that's what you want. So basically, as a platform provider, you're not necessarily marketing your platform, but what you allow your customers to do is to create a unique proposition that's uniquely yours, and then promote that.
I think from our perspective, of course, listening to the clients is number one. So with our platform,
so who's the client? The end user?
I mean the end user, the retail trader. So we meeting with the retail traders. I tracked their behaviors. We met, I don't know, few hundreds of the clients. I do not expect that the retail trader in Latin America is much different than the one in Asia, the one in Europe. So we are pretty confident that when the clients have a choice to take the platform, some of them they choose ours. But the question is how we promote the. For sure, the platform needs a lot of promotion in the market to start being used by the retail traders. So what we do, we're trying to find the major players, major brokers in the region, give them the platform at extremely low price, and treat them as our ambassadors in the region to also promote the platform to grow their popularity. And then this is how we try to grow the knowledge of this.
Have you ever taken a look at what it would cost for you to do a advertising campaign for X Open Hub?
Yeah, we
specific to the end user.
At the moment, we are not doing this, but we're trying to rather cooperate with the local brokers to do this together, because actually, if they convince the retail traders will be trading directly with them, not with us. So it is rather on them to advertise this. What we can help with our experience, with giving them some kind of insights, which is working, which is not working, and giving them extremely low prices for this winding up period.
Niels, did you have something to add?
For our product, it's all about the end user. And when they're happy, they trade a lot. And when they trade a lot, our brokers make money. And when they make good money, they spend more on marketing and get more clients. So this is, of course, the end user that's driving the whole industry. And of course, for a FX platform provider, it's more difficult to go attack the end user, because the FX product it's across many different platforms. For the binary product, product by itself, it's very easy and user-friendly product to trade. So it's easier for us to get some client traction when our brokers, they become successful in such a region. And for SpotOption specifically, sometimes clients, they mistakenly say the binary product as a SpotOption product. So we with our name, we're very fortunate, and we also spend a lot of money in marketing, and we also try to promote our brokers to come to different retail events. This is very important for us. That we promote the product, and also for the industry, for other brokers to adapt the product.
Yosef?
No, number one, a very important question. I think the answer to the question has been basically sprinkled throughout this panel discussion, and I'd like to take a moment and bring all the pieces together for you. Number one, we spoke about earlier, knowing who you are and what you do. In order to effectively communicate your story, your brand, your identity, you have to know who you are. And I think one of the challenges that we face in this industry is that people, both brokers, providers, technology, are in a very big state of confusion. So it's very important that you get up and you say, I am a technology provider. My job every day when I go to work is to innovate and provide great technology. I am not an FX broker. I am not interested in benefiting from spreads. I am interested in partnering with my clients, innovating technology, and helping them succeed. If you have that clarity, then you're able to understand who you're selling to and the success that you will have. There were earlier mentioned a number of other brands that are having serious business challenges now, simply because they are social, but they're a broker. But they're also social, but they're trying to innovate, but they're also a broker. So they're having a challenge. So if you don't have a true understanding of who you are today and where you want to be in the future, that creates a problem for your business. Now, your exact question was, who do you market to and who do you brand yourself to? I market SpotOption to FX brokers. Our power is understanding how we can use our technology to promote and advance your brand. Because remember, I'm not an FX broker. I'm a partner in technology here to help you succeed. So it's not about me spending time and energy running around saying SpotOption's the best, SpotOption's the best. It's the advantage for us together is to go around and explain to you how you will benefit from customization, open infrastructure, tracking the return on investment, how we innovate, how we use our leading technology to help you market in today's fierce and competitive environment.
There's a lot of leading technology on the stage, not just yours.
Yeah,
right?
no. I, of course. I'm just trying to get to the point, which is this. You all are faced every day with a challenge. Your prices for cost of marketing, for your online reach, is only going in one direction. Does anyone know where the cost of your marketing dollars is going? Way, way, way up. So you need to innovate. You need to think about new ways of customizing and new ways of promoting the pieces of technology to help you lower the cost and increase traffic. So that's the answer to your question.
Thank you. So with that, that's the end of the specific questions that I've had for the panel. But I do want to open it up now. right? To anyone here in the industry, whether specific to Latin America or any one of the industry delegates who are down here, you know, these are the men and women who create the platforms and products that you will end up giving to your clients. And right, there are a number of platforms, products providers up here and a broker. There's others who are listening at the moment, maybe not up here on the panel. And so this is an opportunity. What's on your wish list? What is that one thing that you say, wow, if I had that, I could really grab much more market share, or I could increase my return on equity. So an open field, is there any questions or kind of a wish list for any of these product and platform providers? No takers for a wish list? We're in the middle of Hanukkah, Christmas coming up, but no wish lists? All right, well then with that, just on behalf of the panel, I'd like to thank Shift Forex, Forex Magnets, and Conversion Pros for hosting this event. And then specifically, I'd like to thank all of our panelists very much for being up here today. So gentlemen and ladies, thank you so much.